That was been 12 minutes. It took me 12 minutes to use the bathroom. Jeez. All right, we need to get started. Whew. Tell you one thing, I feel better. Alrighty. Oh. Alrighty. What's up, everybody? Let me see who's in here right now. Nobody. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Because let me tell y'all something. If you're trying to become successful, you better get comfortable talking when no one's listening. Like, you better get real comfortable with that. Because the part no one puts on Instagram, nobody posts that. Nobody posts a picture like day 47 of nobody caring what I'm doing. No one posts that. You don't see that post. Ever. You see big things coming. You see all the highlights. And you look at the comments, 3 people, one of them is their mother. One of them is their cousin, and one is a bot. So that's the beginning. Don't let it shame you though. But seriously, I'm glad no one's here right now. Super glad, honestly, because this is practice. Practice make perfect. This is something I've been learning. I can't wait for people to show up because you start acting like you're serious. Because if you only work when people are watching, you're not building something. You're performing. And there's a difference. A big difference. A huge difference. A lot of people want attention. A whole lot of people want attention. But they don't want the work that comes before the attention. I'm learning that myself too. Everybody wants to go viral. No one want to make 37 videos that got 14 views. Raise your hand for the people that want to do that. Everybody want $1 million business. Nobody want to make the first dollar. That's like that's the real part. No one want to make the first dollar of the million, and you got to make the first dollar to make the million. Everybody wants the 6-pack. No one want to stop eating like they're prepping for hibernation. Man, cook. No one want to stop eating like they're prepping for hibernation. Like cooking, man. You got to. You got to stop eating to get to the top sometimes. I'm talking about myself too. I'm definitely talking about myself. Don't get offended. I'm not standing outside the club pointing at everybody. I'm in the club. I'm paying the admission. I'm sitting at the table. I'm eating the wings. I am. Like I'm the main person too. Like I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. But what I'm going to talk about tonight, because I think there's something happening now. Everybody want to be successful. Everybody wants to be a creator. Everybody want to make money online. Everybody want freedom. Everybody wants to be their own boss. But everybody don't want to be bad for something first. That's real. But everyone doesn't want to be bad at something first. And that's the part no one wants to talk about. You have to be willing to suck. You have to be willing to look stupid. You have to be willing to make something and have to say, what? You have to be willing to make something and have something to say. Bro, what is that? What is that? So you have to be willing to make something and have something to say. The real part of that is you have to be willing to suck. You have to be willing to look stupid for Who knows how long? Like that part is not talked about, and you have to keep going. Let me say that again, and you have to keep going because the crazy part is that certain person laughing at you when you have 12 views might be asking you 6 months later, "Yo, how you do that?" You know what you say? I kept going while you were laughing. That's the whole game. That's the whole. That's the whole game, man. Like you have to be willing to grind through it. And I'm one of them people. I'm not talking about nobody but myself. Like I'm one of them people. And right now, I'm willing to put the work in to get it. I don't know how many days I'm gonna give. I don't know. I just know I'm about to keep going. That's all I know. Everybody wants viral. Let's talk about going viral because everybody wants to go viral. You know what people do when they see someone going viral? They don't say, "Wow, that's amazing. They probably worked hard." No, they say, "Man, I could do that." Like, man, I could do that. Like, that's the first thing. I could do that. Okay, then do it. Do it. If you can do it, do it. I'm I'm telling myself that too. That's like watching LeBron James play basketball and saying, "I could probably dunk too." Okay, go ahead. The rim is right there. It's right there. Go try. The problem is we see the results. We don't see the reps. We see the million views. We don't see the 200 videos before it. We see the house. We don't see the credit score. We see the car. We don't see the payments. We see the body. We don't see the diet. We see the business, but we don't see they were sitting in the kitchen table trying to figure it out how to pay the bills. Everybody wants the highlights. Nobody wants to practice. Like you got to put the work in. And social media makes this even worse because you can scroll for 5 minutes and feel like you're the only person who on earth who haven't figured life out. Man, you got one person showing a Lamborghini. That's why I don't get on social media, to be honest. You got one person showing a Lamborghini, another person showing a mansion, another person showing a private jet, another person saying, "I made 100,000 this month," and you're sitting there eating cereal 2:30 in the afternoon. But if that's your life and you want to live that life, more power to you. I'm not against you. I don't. Everybody want to do. Everybody got the choice to do what they want to do. You're like, "God, I'm behind." No, you're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else highlight reel. And sometimes that person don't even own a Lamborghini. Most times. Sometimes they do though. But and sometimes they might own it right now. Who knows what situation they putting themselves in to have that Lamborghini? Who knows what they're doing to get that Lamborghini? The funny part is, you ever notice how everybody online is rich? How everybody is a millionaire? How everybody has a course? How everybody has a system? Everybody has a secret. 5 steps to make a 10,000 this weekend. Step one, buy my course. You ever notice that? Yeah, that's cool. Like I'm gonna tell you how to do it, but buy my course first. Yeah, I'm buying your course to make so you can make 10,000 in a weekend. That's step one. Then step two is buy the advanced course because you need that ain't like bro. Then step three, buy the mastermind. By step four, you spent $4,000 trying to learn how to make 10,000. So take that in for a second. Take that in for sure. And now you broke. But you broke with knowledge. you got a PhD in somebody else's sale funnel. Like, that's critical. That's that's the internet. Like, that's the teaching world that we in. They want you to buy their course. The fake guru section. Like, everybody's a fake guru. I'm not saying everybody selling courses is fake, but there are people who know what they're doing for sure. But you got to be careful because some people online have business models that is literally teaching people how to make money, teaching people how to make money, teaching people how to make money. That's like an open in a restaurant. The only thing on the menu is how to open a restaurant. Like, welcome to the restaurant. What do you serve? Entrepreneurship. Can I get a burger? No, but I can show you how to sell burgers. And everybody walking around saying, I'm an entrepreneur. How? What does it mean? You have a logo? I have a logo. It's not a business. That's a Canva account. You got a logo, business card, T-shirt. This is too real. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got a logo, business card, T-shirt, and 0 customers. But you're like, we're scaling. Scaling what? The logo? What are you scaling? That's why I'm starting to believe consistency is more than motivation because motivation is easy. Motivation feels good. You watch one motivation video, get up, work hard, don't quit. And you're like, yes. You jump out of the bed, clean the whole house, you write your goals down, make a vision board, drink a green smoothie, feel like Elon Musk. 3 hours later, you're on the couch watching somebody else clean a new bathroom, make a new bathroom. So, and that happens. And the thing is, that's basically just like doom scrolling. You just, I'm gonna do this and then get to that, and it happens. It happens to me too. This is my first step of this. My many steps of first steps. What happens? Motivation leaves the building. That's why you can't depend on motivation. You have to be disciplined. Discipline is when you don't feel like doing it, and you do it anyways. That's a difference. Huge difference. Big difference. Just keep going. The discipline taught. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you something. It's one thing, more than one thing actually. You don't need to feel motivated every day. You're not going to. Some days you're going to wake up and say, I don't feel like doing this. Do it anyways. Just do it. Anyways. Some days you're going to post a video, get 11 views. Post another one. Some days you're going to make an offer to someone. Someone's going to tell you no. No's add up to a yes. Make another offer. Someone's going to laugh at your idea. Keep going. Someone's going to say to you, you can't do this. Keep going. Someone's going to say that's not going to work. Keep going. Because here's the thing. People usually very confident about what you can't do. Have you noticed that? People have no idea what you're doing with their own life. People somehow have a full business plan for yours. How? You ain't got no idea what you're doing with your own life, but you know what you're doing with my life. You tell someone, I'm going to start a business, they say it ain't going to work. Meanwhile, they're working a job they hate. Complaining every morning, complaining every afternoon, complaining when they got home, and then doing the exact same thing tomorrow. Exact same thing. but you're the one with the bad idea. That's crazy. I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not. I'm saying don't let someone else's fear become your ceiling. Because sometimes people aren't telling you what you can't do, they're telling you what they couldn't do. And those are two completely different things. Completely different. AI in the future. And now we got another thing everybody else is talking about. AI. AI is everywhere. People are scared. They're like, AI is taking all the jobs. Then 5 minutes later, hey ChatGPT, write me an email. I'm with them. I love AI. We can't even agree with ourselves. People are scared of AI while using AI to ask what they're scared of. Tell me that. But here's how I look at it. AI is a tool. It's not a magic button. You still have to know what you're trying to accomplish. You can give someone the best hammer in the world, but if they don't know what they're building, they're just walking around with a very expensive hammer. And that's how some people are using AI. They got every tool, ChatGPT, video generators, voice generators, image generator, editing tools, automation, and they still don't know what their business is. That's not AI. That's a you problem. It's a you problem. And I think people who are going to win are the people who learns how to use the tools without losing the human part. Because people still want personality. People still want stories. People still want someone they can connect with. That's why I'm talking to y'all right now. I could have AI write every word, which I did. I'm not gonna lie. But then who are you watching? A spreadsheet? No. You're watching me. You're watching someone trying to figure it out just like everybody else. And that's valuable because you don't have to be perfect to be interesting. Sometimes you make mistakes are the content. Sometimes your mistakes are the content. Sometimes the failure is the story. Ooh, we cooking. Sometimes the things you thought was embarrassing is the things someone else needed to hear. Every time. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time. And it's a big part right here. Starting over. Because I feel like you're going to have to start over a lot of times. Even if you don't notice you're starting over, you're going to have to start over 1,000,001 times. Even when you get to the ceiling, you're going to have to start over sometimes. Well, let's talk. Let's talk about starting over. Because starting over feels terrible. It do every time. No one likes starting over. You work on something for months, maybe years, and then something happens. And you're back at the beginning. And you're sitting there like, man. But here's what you got to understand. You're not actually starting from zero. You're starting from experience. You know what didn't work. You know what mistakes you made. You know what you do differently. You know what you don't want to do anymore. That's not zero. That's knowledge. And sometimes life make you start over because the old version of you wasn't prepared for what you were going. That's deep. I'm gonna let that sit in for a second. And that's a fact. That's a huge fact. You know a lot. So, especially when you're starting over in an area that you already did, and you just starting from the beginning again. Like, you know a lot. That's with real estate. That's why I'm way ahead of the game of somebody that in the beginning. You aren't even here. I'm talking to myself, but that's okay. I'm my own audience right now. I'm going to clap for myself too. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I didn't clap because my house is asleep, so I can't. Seriously, I can't clap. They gonna wake up. They gonna be waking up soon, anyways. But seriously, starting over isn't always a punishment. Sometimes it's preparation, and you can't be afraid to rebuild. People get embarrassed because they had to start over. Why? Who cares? You think who's successful today never failed? They failed. They just didn't stop. That's the difference. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Sometimes failure is literally the part of the process. It's a part of the process. Funny money. Funny money talk. Funny money talk. Do we talk? Let's talk about money because everybody wants money, and that's okay. Money's not evil. Being broke ain't a personality trait. It ain't. People love saying money don't buzz about happiness. Okay, but I like to be unhappy in a paid off house. I would be, but money don't buy happiness though. So don't let that fool you. It sounds like that's my daughter. Why is she coming out here? Hey, go lay down. Go back and get in the bed. Why you don't want to get in the bed?
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you more.
All right, where we at?
I'm bending, okay.
But I'm saying, give me the option. Would you rather cry in a mansion or smile in a studio apartment?
Not crying.
Man, give me the mansion. I'll figure the rest out.
Mm.
That right there is debatable.
Okay.
It depends. But money isn't the whole thing. Money gives you options, gives you freedom. And what people really want is the option. You want to be able to take care of your family?
Yeah.
You want to be able to say no.
Yes.
You want to have the time.
Yeah.
You want to be able to help someone. You want to be able to stop stressing every time unexpected bill comes. Because let's be honest, nothing humbles you like an unexpected bill. You can feel like a millionaire at 9 a.m. Then your car makes noise at 9:17. Seriously, that's the man. Now you're praying, Lord, please let that not be the transmission. You turn off the radio. You start listening to the car like you're a mechanic. Yep. Is that supposed to be sound like that? Man, you hit the gas again. Yep. Then suddenly you're not a millionaire again. You're Googling or chat JPN10. How long can I drive a car with a bad transmission? Money gives you breathing room. But the goal shouldn't just be, I want to be rich. The goal should be, I want to build something that makes my life better. That's a difference. A big difference. Social media and the attention game. Here's what I really think. We're living in an attention economy. We are though. Attention is very valuable. If you can make someone stop scrolling, you have something. That's why short videos are so powerful. You have a second to make someone care. You have to make them laugh, make them curious, make them angry, make them think, make them say, wait, what? And then they stop. That's the game. And here's what creators mess up. They think going viral is the goal. It's not. Going viral is attention. What you do with the attention is the business. You can get 1,000,000 views and make nothing. You get 10,000 views and make money. You get 5,000 views, and one person can change your life. You don't become addicted to the numbers because views can mess your head up. One day you got 100,000 views. You're walking around like, I knew I was special. Then the next video get 37. Now you're questioning the entire existence. Now you're questioning your entire existence. Maybe I should become a plumber. That's social media. You can't let the determine your self worth. I don't know. I can't. Let me see. Let's say it. I know it. I just gotta hear it. I just gotta hear it. A regular line. I don't want to say it bad. I'm gonna beat. I'm gonna butcher it. Algorithm. It doesn't know you. The algorithm doesn't care about your childhood. It doesn't know how hard you work. It doesn't know what you're trying to build. It's just looking at behavior. It's a mental thing. Did people stop? Did they watch? Did they click? Did they leave? That's it. So learn the game, but don't let the game play you. Consistency. This is why consistency matter. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to have the most money. You don't even have to have the best equipment. You just have to keep showing up because eventually you become dangerous. Not because you're talented, because you've done it 500 times. Someone has done something 500 times. It's different from someone who does it 5 times. You can feel it, you can hear it, you can see it. The confidence comes from repetitions. And that's why I'm doing this live because I'm practicing. I'm getting better at talking, better at entertaining, getting better at thinking on my feet, getting better at turning conversations into content. I'm not worried about whether 2 people are watching because I could get good in front of 2 people. I'll be ready for it when it's 2,000 and when it's 20,000. I'm not going to be learning how to talk. I'm going to be already knowing how to talk. The preparation no one sees. People see the viral moment. They don't see the practice. People see the touchdown. They don't see the 6 a.m. workouts. People see the business. They don't see the failed deals. People see the house. They don't see the paperwork. People see the success. They don't see the boring. The success is mostly boring. The truth is repetitions. The paperwork is the follow up. It's sending another message, making another call, posting another video, editing another video, learning another skill, doing it again and again and again until eventually people call you lucky. Man, you got lucky. Lucky. Bro, I've been doing this for for so long I forgot what day it is. The finish. So if you watching this right now and then you're sitting thinking, man, I want to do something different, do it. Don't wait until everything is perfect because perfect is a scam. Perfect is procrastinating, wearing a suit. Boy, I'm just getting everything together. No, you're not. You're getting everything together for 8 months. And at some point, you're gonna press post. What you doing? You're gonna press send that offer. At some point, you're gonna start that business. At some point, you're gonna record that video. At some point, you're gonna go live. And even no one there, because the person you're becoming is building those moments when no one's clapping, when no one's watching, when no one believes in you, when the numbers are low, when the money isn't there yet, when the video doesn't perform, when the deal fails, when someone tells you no. That's where you're building yourself. And I want you to remember this. You don't need everybody to believe in you. You need to believe in it enough to keep going, because eventually you're going to go long enough. Someone's going to notice. Someone's going to watch. Someone's going to say, where did this person come from? And you're going to laugh, because you know where you came from. You came from the days no one was watching. You came from the videos no one liked. Came from the deals that didn't happen. Came from the mistakes. Came from the embarrassment. You came from starting over. You came from the days you wanted to quit but didn't. That's where you came from. So don't be ashamed of the beginning. The beginning is where the story gets good. And now you're at the beginning right now. Good. Stay there. Learn, practice, fail. Laugh at yourself. Try again, because one day you're going to look back at the version of yourself and you're going to say, man, I'm glad I didn't quit. And that's really what I'm trying to say tonight. Everybody wants to go viral. Everybody want to make money. Everybody want attention. Everybody wants success. But if you really want it, you have to be willing to work when no one's watching. You have to be willing to be consistent when it's boring. You have to be willing to laugh when things get in your way. You have to be willing to start over. And most importantly, you have to be willing to keep going, because you never know. The video you're about to make could be the one. The phone call you're about to make could be the one. The person you're about to meet could be the one. The idea you're about to try could be the one. But you never know if you quit before you find out. So if no one else is going to tell you, I'll tell you. Keep going, keep building, keep learning, keep posting, keep laughing, keep trying, and stop worrying about who's watching. Because right now, maybe no one is watching. And that's okay, because I'm still here. You're still here. And we're still building. And one day, people are going to say, man, you got lucky. And you're going to look at them like, lucky? Nah, I just kept showing up. That's it. Kept showing up. And that's the game. All right. That's enough motivation for tonight. Because if I keep going, I'm going to start charging y'all for this. And ain't nobody here. All right, I'm out. But remember, everybody wants results. Few people want to put the repetitions in. But one of the few, be one of the few. Peace. Peace. That was so great. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That was amazing. I'll see y'all. I don't know when, but I'm expecting it hopefully tomorrow. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment below.